In a quiet, unassuming town where every day felt like a repeat of the last, Emily found comfort in her bookstore, the Cozy Nook. The shop wasn't just her livelihood, it was her sanctuary, filled with the smell of old paper and the whisper of forgotten stories. She had inherited the store from her grandfather, and in its warm glow, she felt connected to him and the world of books they both loved. Though she loved her peaceful life, Emily secretly longed for something extraordinary to break the monotony. She often found herself daydreaming, wondering if life had a surprise waiting just beyond the horizon. One autumn afternoon, as golden light streamed through the shop's large windows, the bell above the door jingled softly. Emily looked up from her desk, and there he was, a tall, handsome man with dark, tousled hair and piercing blue eyes. He approached the counter with quiet confidence, holding a small notebook in his hand.
"I'm looking for a rare book,"
he said, his voice calm yet tinged with intrigue. Emily couldn't have known it then, but this moment was the beginning of a story far more magical than anything on her shelves. Emily was eager to help him, but Jack left a peculiar impression. He seemed more interested in her than in the book. They started talking, and Jack had a way with words. He described his emotions and a past filled with experiences that had left scars on his soul. As days turned into weeks, Jack became a regular visitor. They discussed books, life, and dreams. For the first time in a long while, Emily felt a spark, the kind that turns the mundane into something extraordinary. But something about Jack unsettled her. He never explained why he wanted the book or where he disappeared to on certain days. One evening, while sorting through stacks of old books, Emily found the one Jack had been searching for. She handed it to him the next time he came in, and his face changed as if he'd seen a ghost. He opened the book in silence, revealing an old letter tucked inside. The letter was handwritten and dated 20 years ago. To Emily's shock, it was written in Jack's own handwriting. Confused and shaken, Emily confronted him. Jack hesitated before explaining that the book once belonged to him, and the letter was a promise he had written to his late fiancée. He had failed to keep the promise because of a tragic accident. But Emily wasn't convinced. How could a young man have written a letter 2 decades ago? When she pressed him, Jack looked into her eyes and said,
"I came back to fulfill an old promise. Emily, you're that promise."
Emily discovered that Jack wasn't human. He was a spirit caught between the past and present. His existence had been tied to keeping this promise. As they read the letter together, Emily felt an otherworldly energy fill the room. Jack smiled softly, closed the book, and slowly faded away before her eyes. Emily was left stunned, yet strangely at peace. She realized that some moments in life are more profound than they seem, carrying hidden meanings beyond our understanding. Some encounters are not coincidences. They are part of a greater plan to finish stories left unfinished. From that day on, the Cozy Nook wasn't just a store. It became a place of wonder, where every book seemed to hold a little more magic. And Emily? She no longer feared the mundane. She had learned that even the smallest of encounters could carry the weight of a miracle.